my main inspiration for writing "Knowing You" was really to capture like the rawness of someone who doesn't believe in God. You know, someone who like is kind of like questioning like whether or not God exists, because I feel like, you know, even Christians, like, I mean, especially like people who like don't believe, but even sometimes like people of faith, like we have our like low points. You know, we don't always know if like God is real or if God is not there, and sometimes all it comes down to is just a hope that, you know, God is real. And I really wanted this song to capture the essence of that. Um, and I was really inspired. One time when I was driving, this is actually how I got the inspiration for this song. I was just picking up one of my friends from church, and I was listening to, I forgot what radio station, but it was around the time when Harvest Crusade was going on, and some pastor or someone was like speaking, and I remember hearing him say something that was like, um, something about John 3:16, which is like, you know, the most like famous verse in the Bible or whatever, but it wasn't the verse itself that really hit me. It was what he said after. It was just, um, imagine if one of your friends died tonight, you know, and imagine if that person, that friend of yours, did not know Christ, but the whole Christian story, what if that was all real, you know? I think the harsh truth of hell is so like, I don't know, it's very daunting, and it's a scary thing, you know, like being in hell for the rest of eternity. So like, I think the heaviness of like that message is like really overwhelming, especially to a lot of people. So I kind of wanted to bring it into like a really personal like perspective for people. So like, I remember when whoever pastor said that line, like that was when like the music first started playing in my head. Like, this is one of those songs that I wrote the music and the lyrics at the same time. I think the first line of the song that I actually wrote was let's see, oh Jesus, if you could so die for the world, could you have died for me too? Because what if I died tonight without knowing you? And I mean, like, it's not like towards a friend. I mean, in the original, from my inspiration, the pastor dude, he said like, what if your friend died tonight? But I mean, what if you yourself died tonight without knowing God? And what if like God was real? So that was where my like big inspiration came from. So this song is a little bit special in that there's only one instrument, which is piano, and the vocals. For me, this is a really special song because I got to work with one of my great friends, Wesley Suhu, who actually plays the piano part. And I don't know, if you listen to the track, it's so beautiful, and it really captures the emotions of the main subject that this whole album is about. I mean, even though like I kind of wrote the piano part, you know, I like wrote the chords and like, you know, like the, you know, whether it's supposed to be loud or soft at certain points, like, even though I did all that, I feel like what Wesley did with the piano part just took it beyond like the next like 5 levels, because like he really captured the emotion in the song through his piano playing, and he plays it so much better than I ever could. So that's one of the reasons why this song for me is like one of my favorite, just because I get to work with one of my great friends on it. Knowing You is the first song in the album, and it actually sets the mood for the whole album, really, for the whole story. Knowing You, the song, it's all about this guy, a guy who doesn't really know where he is in life. You know, he's at a really broken stage in his life. In the next song, you'll see kind of why. But at this point, he's just really broken down. He's not really sure what to do, and he's come to a point where he's like thinking about religion, and he's questioning God. You know, he's not sure if there is a God. You know, because at this point in his life, he kind of feels like either he's been betrayed by God or God just doesn't exist. And where it fits in the story is that this song is really calling out, you know, from the person to God, you know, God, please just help me here right now, because I'm in this really bad state. I don't even know if you're real or not. But yeah, like this whole song, it's a very like raw emotion, you know. I'm pretty sure like all of us, we've been at that low point before. The song starts out with a lot of, you know, questioning, like, you know, what if I was wrong about religion in the first place? You know, what if I don't know what I'm talking about? And the guy, we'll just say the subject of the story, but he's asking it, God, are you real? And if you are real, God, then do you love me as you love like the world and love the people? And then God, like, you know, if you could die for the world, then did you die for me too? So it's a lot of this, like, you know, I don't know, like what should I believe kind of feeling. And towards the end of the song, you know, he's still not sure whether or not God is real, but he makes a plea, like he asks, like, or he hopes that God is real, you know. The last chorus is, at least for tonight, God, please let the gospel be true. So he's really just like surrendering like everything, because like he's at such a low point already, there's not much left to surrender. But he's just hoping that God is real, that God can help him in this situation. And that's really where the whole story starts. This is where like it begins, the story of We Are the Chosen.